dying, except him and a few others. He noticed that the cleverest and the strongest were able to go beyond the door easily, while others were not. Then the recruiter, as the assassin called himself, found another way to recruit people. See Chapter 2 for further details. It was out of the question that weak people got killed for no reason when they could train themselves mentally and physically to go behind the door. After the recruiter's death, someone took his place and continued the assassin's work. So yeah, I think that this one should change itself a little bit. So instead of saying like this should be the second volume. So like, I found another way to recruit people. Like this should say see Chapter 1 for further information. I think that would be a much better idea. Anyway, New Afton, the Black Mind. Chapter 3, The Dark Force Beyond the Door. Decades ago, Lord Tenebris Adramora found 3 odd artifacts on Tamriel. Some say they are meteorites coming from the gods. Others say it was hidden in an alien ruin. The 3 artifacts had the power to realize a single wish. Then Tenebris hid himself in a cavern. The immortal made his wish. He wanted to build the greatest and most powerful army to invade Tamriel. Everyone who approached an artifact for a certain period of time became possessed by it. A way to identify someone who is under the control of an artifact is to notice the color of their eyes. If they are black, it means that they are a part of Lord Tenebris' army. It also means that he gained some powerful magic powers. However, if a person is mentally or physically weak and get too close to an artifact, they will die. The artifacts do some kind of selection to keep the best soldiers. Lord Tenebris built an underground city in his cavern. His army won't stop growing unless the Black Mind stops its recruitment. Once the army will be completed, Lord Tenebris will come out of its hole and invade Tamriel. Whoever wants to make a wish must gather the 3 artifacts and kill its president owner. Alright, so first of all, I gotta make sure that we have God mode enabled so that I can run. Alright. Well, I need to know if I'm actually running so I can revert thy form. And nothing bad happens to us. Alright, so we've reverted thy form. So now we need to figure out... we'll take a look at the Arctic stuff. I haven't seen this being used in the mod yet. Like, it's only being used in that chest. I'll have to take a look at it, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then you also have, like, Lord Tenebris' sword here. If you've ever actually seen a vanilla sword called Umbra, it looks exactly like it because it uses the same model. And Lord Tenebris' staff, he didn't even use a cool, funky staff texture like the Skull of Corruption or Staff of Worms, or there's another one too, Horomir's Ice Staff or anything like that. You just use that. And then it just has the ability of push. Alright, what does push do? That is pretty cool. Alright. Okay, that is weird. That is a weird interaction. Alright. So that's how the Arctic stuff looks. It looks actually really nice, though. I love retextures of vanilla items, because they do look really nice. I like the vanilla items a lot. So always seeing them being retextured always, like, is very nice to see. So I really like it. Then we have the Black Mind stuff. Yeah, we've been wearing this guys the entire time. So here's the normal one that you get when you're recruited. It looks really nice. I really like it. The only thing that I would change is the stitching, like on the, like this stuff kind of thing. But it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And we have this one. Oh no, wait. We have this one. Sorry. We have this one, which is Lord Tenebris's cult. I don't know. One. By the way, the disguise is literally just this. So even if there is like a slight little like detail that's different maybe on them to differentiate between them, it doesn't really matter that whole bunch. So then we also have this Black Mind robe, which looks okay, I guess. I mean, it's not my favorite item of the mod. Then we have blue Daedric armor. Doesn't come with a shield. I've noticed something really weird about this mod where some armors don't come with shields. Then we also have the dark silver armor. Again, not coming with shield. But this one is actually using the Blackwood armor gauntlets instead of steel gauntlets. You can tell because the Blackwood company gauntlets actually have your hand clipping through them, whereas your steel gauntlets, they are not doing that. Then you have Lord Tenebris's armor as well. So there you go. So I don't know why Lord Tenebris doesn't use a shield, but it's fine. We have the shield, and it looks really good. There is another Dread Gauntlets over here. I always was questioning why that there was 2 different Dread Gauntlets. But now I know why. It's not from the same set. It is from a different set. So it's supposed to go with... Not that one. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. It's supposed to go with this robe in particular, but I think it's a specific type of robe. Yeah, it's a specific type of those robes kind of thing that it gets equipped to, and that's what those are for. But I think it's also probably specifically for this one too. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's specifically for this one. Oh wait, I'm in a different one. Yeah. So I think it's specifically for like this very armor, or this very robe. Weird that it doesn't come with boots or something like that, but it's fine. The next thing is the Fighters Guild stuff, which does look kind of nice. I think the only thing that I don't like about it is specifically is because like it still exposes the arm. It's kind of the thing that I didn't like about the iron armor in normal Oblivion was because like it exposed too much skin. Even though, like, this is not a lot, but still, it's still exposed too much for my liking. So, yeah. And now we also have the fine Black Mind robe, which I don't know what makes it that fine. It kind of doesn't even look that much, well, different. The only thing that's really different that I can clearly see is the waist is more shrunk, and it doesn't have, like, a weird thing over here. If you see it from the original one. Like, see, it doesn't have this. But I find that this makes it look fancier than this. But yeah, it's fine. Then we also have the snake armor, which, as you can probably already tell, it uses the Blackwood Company gauntlets instead of using the steel ones. Why? I don't know. All right. But every armor looks really nice. I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, like these armors look disgusting because they're using Blackwood gauntlets. No, all these armors look really amazing. All the clothes look really good, especially the one robe that I want to have but can't because for some reason it is unplayable. So when we get back, I'll continue when I have finished off the report and grab the reward. Now, of course, the rewards that I typically like to use now, and I'm going to show them, and I'm going to show what I have done too, because I don't know if I've shown them on the Oblivion mod playthrough series, but I definitely have showed them off to my Oblivion modded playthrough series. I want to check something real quick too. Oh, it does have it, okay. So, oh, that's right. This is different. Thank you. All right, so I'll have to come back when I have it fully updated to the recent version. But pretty much, I went through Nuts 9 Revelations again, tried to grab something that was very iconic from it and actually be able to put it. I put it right down here. I also grabbed some objects that I found from Heart of the Dead that would represented it a little bit better, and I put it over here. What did I grab? Oh, I grabbed this for Heart of the Dead, and I also grabbed oh no, there's nothing for Blade Song, and then here's Stalwart's Manor. Here's a miniature version of it. I don't know if this one's exactly like the one that I'm using currently, but yeah. And these are from Lost Spires, of course. So yeah, so I'm in the process of actually being able to actually fill up this shelf instead of just saying, yeah, I'll fill it up, and then never actually fill it up. So yeah, so when I come back, this will be populated probably, and everything else will be all good as well, and everything will be up to date for the most part. So I'm going to be right back when I have that note done. All right, everybody. So I have done exactly what I said I was going to do. I fixed the save so that now we have our stats back to the way that it's supposed to be. Okay, so this one's still having issues. That's fine. Let's see if we can... Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. Sorry about that. Anyway. That's right. Okay, so it's just having an issue with that. That's because I forgot to do something. But it's fine. I fixed it now, but I have to do the... There you go. Alright. I fixed that issue, but I needed to... make sure everything else is good. Anyway. Alright, so I've done the note. Hopefully it is installed properly and everything. And let's go check. Let's hope it works. So we're now running on the current version of my mod. So I did do a lot of things in between. So you're going to be seeing... This is new. Even compared to like the latest modded playthrough. So if you're coming in from that, this is what's new pretty much. But yeah, no. Here is what I've found out for how I ended up doing the I didn't place it into the chest. That is a shame. Alright, I will be right back when I actually do that. I have done it. It is right here. Perfect. Alright, so I don't have the Haunted House mod installed right now because I turned it off just because like I was trying to fix the save at the same time. So I can go back. I'll just have to reinstall the mod just to show off the evidence that I have for the reasoning why. So here's what I have. Level requirement 20 plus. This is judging based off of like what we get, all the enemies that we fought. I'm also using my modded playthrough character and what levels of the enemies that they were fighting at the same time to get this, because the mod creator didn't really put up a level requirement kind of thing. The only thing is that the main boss is about 15 levels higher than you. So I thought that maybe level 20. I was going towards level 30, but then I thought, you know what? You can technically get it done with like just level 20 gears. So maybe 20. Initial gold requirement. Do you need gold? No, you do not. You do not need gold at all. Modifiable gold requirement. Now, this only applies to any item that you need to buy that goes into a barter menu, or just anything else along those lines. So, this item, of course, is normal value is 75 according to the CS. So, based off of the evidence that I got from Blade Song, where all of the ingredients, I'll actually pull that up too, just so that I can explain why I did it this way. So, all of these items, minus the Elven Merlot, because I didn't load up that, I just used my mod and just checked the prices for these items, because I know I didn't modify them in any way, shape, or form. So for these items, they were only priced at about, all these items were priced at 1 gold. And for me to be able to get this actual, like, list of numbers, what I did is that I modified the personality of my character to 0. Not wearing anything to boost it, made Speechcraft and Mercantile go to 0, and just took a look at the price. The price was doubled of what it was originally. Now, I didn't test the Elven Merlot, as I said, So I don't know if this is as accurate as possible. But I did notice, though, that I think on my modded playthrough character, the Diary of a Dead Man was like 143, I think. So, yeah. Gold reward, we got 1,000 gold from the mage. At the end of the thing, he gives you 1,000 gold. Don't know if it's leveled, but I mean, I got 1,000 gold. I'll have to check the footage for my modded playthrough, adjust accordingly. But as far as I can tell, like 1,000 gold's not too not too little, but also not that much, so it's fine. Reward manor. I don't really know if the manor is considered a reward because of the fact that like most of it is most of it you can't go in. I could show you what I mean by that, but like most of it you can't go in, and not to mention though that it is completely disheveled, and I don't know if there's a way you can upgrade it to be like an actual like player home. So yeah. And the other reward, of course, is weapons and armor. You don't get any new spells. You don't get any new fancy trinkets or anything like that, like a fancy amulet that drains the souls of the ones you kill kind of thing. Nope, you don't get any of that. Selling item, total gold accumulated. Now, I actually have the full number saved up somewhere. For all the items that I collected, I'll have to reinstall Haunted House to show them, was about 41k, so 41,000. Now this is taking away the gold reward as well, so we got 41,000. Now normally what I do for these, Bladesong is not the one that I want to show off. I think it's this one, maybe this one, and definitely that one. Oh, and Lost Spires. So for these ones in particular, can I see? Yeah, because you don't get anything to sell. So like this one, like you can see though that like we got like over 200k. I think we got over 300, I think, or something like that, or close to 300k. And then for Dungeons of Ivlon, we got over 100k. And then over at Heart of the Dead, we got over 300k. But again, we never actually ended up changing this. But like, just because like we got over, or we got something or some other things, right? I ended up trying to stick towards like what would be the closest to what a low level character would get, and I ended up sticking with 25k because that seemed about relatively as low as it can go without going like, oh yeah, you're expecting like a higher amount. Again, all of these are based upon a level 35 character going through these areas. So if you're getting, let's say, 10k from Haunted House and you're